this award ceremony number 2. There we have 2 items on the agenda. The first one is about the chapter award, and I will let Didier Lasseux, who is the chair of the chapter committee, to present this award.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. It's my great pleasure today to announce the National Chapter Award for year 2021. So my name is Didier Lasseux. I'm chairing the committee along with a few colleagues, Michel Maya-Hooker, Nicolas Tomoseu, Moran Wang, and Eduardo Abreu. So before going to announce the National Chapter Award for this year, I would like to make a few historical mention about this award. It was established in last year, by the way, and it is dedicated to chapters that are recognized for their activities and their remarkable activities and the impulsion they give to porous media research in the country. This award includes a certificate and a free registration to the InterPore annual conference for the year after, I would say. And I would like also to recall that last year we had 2 winners. There were 2 awards granted, one to Brazil and one to China for their activities in that chapters. So next slide, please. So this year I am pleased and very pleased to announce that the National Chapter Award has been granted to the Mexico Interport chapter. The Mexico Interport chapter was the first to be created in America, and it was founded in 2013. It was one of the first chapters, by the way, at the international level to be created. So since then, the chapter has had many activities, and it is very active. It has expanded a lot. It has regular and active annual meetings with a lot of participants. We would also encourage their plan to organize an annual conference, the InterPore annual conference, sometime in the future. So with this, I would like to congratulate Anne Hansen, who is chairing the Mexico chapter, National Chapter Committee, and all our colleagues who made really a great job, and would like to wish the best to the chapter. So congratulations again, Anne, and all your team. Okay, with this, I think I'm done.
Yeah, thank you, Didier. So now we are moving to the second award of this award ceremony session, about the Honorary Lifetime Membership Award. And I let Alberto give the introduction to the recipient.
Thank you, Michel. And Megan, if we can move to the next slide. So, thank you. So it is my pleasure and my honor to introduce Professor Brian Berkowitz as a recipient of this year 2020-2021 InterPore Honorary Lifetime Membership Award. So this membership award, this award is reserved to individuals who have made extraordinary contributions to porous media science and technology. And with reference to Brian, let me remind you a little bit of what you did during this, during your scientific career. Not everything, but just a little bit. You worked mainly and devoted most of your career to the assessment and analysis of flow and transport in the water table region and in porous media in general. You worked on fractured media, embedded precipitation and dissolution processes in fluid and rock dynamic interactions, dealt with organic, heavy metal and emerging contaminant transport and fate. And with all of these, you combined modern and up-to-date experimental technologies and approaches to quantify multi-phase and reactive transport processes in fractured and porous media. You developed original and innovative, what I think innovative, really innovative characterization on non-Fichtean transport, and conceptual as well as quantitative models for flow and contaminant transport in fracture networks, and porous media in general. You recently devoted also part of your research to, let me say, urology also, and trying to apply what you have developed during the past years also in the biomedical context. Next slide, please. The Lifetime Membership Award also recognizes world-renowned individuals in the porous media community. And in the case of Brian, Brian, you always strongly and widely promoted porous media sciences embedded in all aspects of our modern societies through extensive and excellent quality service to the scientific community. You served in the capacity of editors for key journals, participated to editorial boards, was co-authors of 2 books, and advised and graduated quite a number of master science students, PhD students, as well as mentored postdoc fellows, and hosted a plethora of many visiting senior scientists in your labs. Next slide, please. And this is just a brief recap of all the awards and recognitions and honors that you were recognized with in your career. Your AGU Fellow, GSA Fellow, elected member of the European Academy of Sciences and Arts, and you were recently awarded with the John Dalton Medal of the EGU, plus additional award. And this year is the turn of the Honorary Lifetime Membership Award 2021 for Brian. Brian, I'm really excited to have introduced you. I know it took more than 3 minutes, but I am really privileged to be called your colleague and most of all your friend. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Alberto. Brian, a word?
So first of all, thank you very, very much, Alberto, as a very close friend, and special thanks also to Majid and Rainer. Majid, we go back many, many years, and you've always been a terrific support and encouragement, and I do thank you personally. Alberto, I'm a little concerned. Everything you said, you said in the past tense. And the Lifetime Award too, it worries me a little bit because I'm still very much alive and there's still a lot of things I want to do. So I hope it's not all past tense and there'll be a lot of future tense as well.
I'm sure about it.
So having said that, first of all, as I say, I thank you very much for the kind words, and it's truly an honor to be recognized by InterPore. And I'm, as I say, truly grateful to the Society and the award committee for the consideration and for all the support I've received. I want to say a few words about InterPore. It represents really a unique forum and community of researchers. And when you stop to think about the breadth and depth of the subject areas, the contact between academia and industry, and the exposure to really a staggering array of approaches, methods, and tools, theoretical, numerical, experimental, from the last conferences, it's just mind-boggling. And all of this is in the pursuit of research that's related specifically to phenomena in porous media. And it's significant, and I think I'm very pleased to be part of InterPore. It's always made a very concerted effort to welcome and integrate students and researchers at all of their various career stages and on a global basis. It's always been very inclusive and continues to be so, and very much sets a standard and an example for other societies as well. So having said this, I reflected a little bit, and I realized this philosophy and approach to science actually meshes beautifully, whether by accident or by intention, with my motivations and activities over all the years. And this is, again, as I say, why I'm very proud to be associated with InterPore. So my first degree was in applied math. My second degree was in petroleum engineering. I then changed viscosity and density and moved to hydrology for my PhD. And just as a side note, my PhD advisor was Jacob Baer. And so it's particularly satisfying to me, and he was very excited when he heard the news. He, in fact, received the first InterPore Honorary Lifetime Membership Award back in 2010. So it kind of continues from one generation to the next. I spent then several years at the Israel Hydrological Service, which was my first exposure to real applied problems. And then since then, and been in Weizmann since 1993, I've looked at theory, numerical modeling, laboratory experiments, field measurements, and Alberto reviewed the various fields I've gotten involved with, and it continues, looking at nanoparticles, pharmaceutical products, technology, critical elements, and now kidney stones and urology, which is leading to a whole new area. And I should also mention that they're both experiments and many accidents. There's not so much theoretical accidents, but in a laboratory that's really led to developments of patents as well. So just to conclude, it's been a pleasure in the past tense so far with working with over 60 students and postdocs. I'm working with over 120 colleagues as co-authors on papers, and I hope there are many, many, many more to come. So thank you to all of you, my family, colleagues, co-authors around the world, and to InterPore for this recognition.
Thank you, Brian, and
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.